Anthropic has released Claude Design, and all of a sudden, everyone is saying how it would kill Figma and that it's so over for designers. But is it really? Will we perhaps see the term by design introduced? Today on Mailtrap, we answer these questions, break down Claude Design, and show you how to create email prototypes in under 15 minutes, export them to Figma, and even how not to burn through your tokens. I will also conduct a little experiment with the email design we create, so sit tight and watch till the end. Hello and welcome to Mailtrap videos, where we explore the world of emails. For starters, let's demystify Claude Design. It's essentially an AI model within Anthropic's ecosystem powered by Opus 4.7 that, as their creators put it, gives designers room to explore, everyone else a way to produce visual work. And let me be honest with you, from the start, when Claude Design launched, the whole Mailtrap team jumped into the hype train to prepare our usual in-depth tutorial for you. We researched it, demoed it, and with it made everything from slide decks to landing pages. However, the more we used the tool, the more we realized Claude Design is actually Claude Code. More specifically, it's Claude Code for marketers who don't want to bother with the terminal. The tool itself generates HTML, CSS, or React code, then renders it visually. That's it. Simple mathematics. And when compared to Figma, Claude Design lacks precision, drag and dropping, and anything detail related. Circling back to how its creators marketed, Claude Design is a tool for exploration, meaning it's not a standalone design tool like Figma. Ultimately, the verdict is that it won't be replacing designers, and it certainly won't be killing Figma anytime soon. But what is it for, and how do you actually use Claude Design then? The official documentation says that you can use Claude Design for prototypes, wireframes, mockups, explorations, and so on. Realistically, you can get anywhere between 50 and 80% of a finished design, which is great for a prototype that you can then hand over to your designer. Overall, Claude is great for those who want to get some direction from the tool and a visual starting point on their design, which can speed up the whole process. If you're expecting it to spit out a perfect finished product, you're gonna have a bad time. So today we'll show you how to create HTML email prototypes like this one, but you can design everything else with the same principles, whether it's a landing page or a slide deck. But first, let's cover some basics before we start designing. To use Claude Design, you will need a subscription since it's not available on the free plan. The Pro plan lets you get familiar with the tool. The Max 5X plan lets you use it to produce mockups with very limited token capacity, and the Max 20X plan gives you decent room to design. Once you spend all of your money on tokens, open Claude from your browser and click on Design. The main page can be overwhelming at first, but bear with me please. Right at the top, you can access the recent tabs, which display all of the designs you created and the ones shared with you. Your Designs tab, which includes your designs only. The Design System tab shows you guessed it, your design systems, but I'll get to those in a minute. And lastly, there is the Examples tab, where you can see what Claude Design can do and play around with some of these tools. Right underneath, you can choose whether you want to create slide decks for presentations, clickable prototypes, product wireframes, PDFs, animations, or even start from scratch. And regardless of what you plan to create with Claude Design, I suggest you use Design Systems. Think of Design System as a brand hub or context for AI. The more context you give it, the less you have to iterate the final design later. You can link your GitHub repository, link code from your computer, or even upload a Figma file. And here's a quick tip. You can use the Go Full Page extension to screenshot the key pages of the website you're working on and then feed them to Claude Design. Hit continue to generation and let the AI do its thing. Also, while we wait for Claude, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss out on the Claude challenge running on our channel. Now let me speed it up real quick for you. And there we have it. Claude Design prepared everything from the company and product context to visual foundations such as color and spacing. Further down, you can see the logos, buttons, the whole deal. If you want to have Claude edit any of these, simply click on Feedback, or you can even do it manually if you prefer via the Edit button. Moving on, let's create that marketing email prototype. First, make sure to have a copy ready beforehand, such as this one, for example. The richer your copy, the better the output Claude Design will give you. That's why you should make sure to include descriptions, features, benefits, and everything that you want to see in your email. Then we need a template idea. Of course, you can use the sketch tool, but my drawing skills are, well, not really on point. That's why I personally like to use really good emails for inspiration. Click on categories, choose the type of email you want to send, and browse for a template you like. Let's take this one, for example. Save it, and we can move on to Claude Design Editor. To start, select blank canvas and choose the design system for your project. Upload the copy you prepared or paste it into the chat. Upload the email template and add any additional details such as tone or style you're aiming for. Remember, the richer the context, the better the output. For the model, I suggest you use Opus first, since it's the most capable model and can give you the best results. Then move on to Sonnet for edits, which cost half as much as Opus. As for Haiku, I'm a big fan of using it when I'm lazy for small tweaks, like changing a specific color throughout a project, stuff like that. Okay, let's go with Opus. Hit send and let Claude Design do its thing. Just keep in mind that it can take up to 15 minutes, so let me speed it up again. Just like that, we got our marketing email. Honestly, Claude did a really good job for the first take. The colors perfectly match the Mailtrap brand, the font is there, and it's decently formatted. To my surprise, even the links that I provided in the copy work. Okay, I see that the logo is completely out of place. Just a second. All fixed. If you want to edit the email further, you can use Markup to select elements and change them, or Free Draw. Even comments to, you guessed it, leave comments to your teammates. Edit to play around with text, margins, borders, and such. Tweaks for tweaking accent colors. Okay, to import the email we just created, you can share a link, export it as PDF, PowerPoint Project Archive, or standalone HTML. If you wish, you can also send your design to Claude Code or Canva. But wait, what about Figma? Currently, there is no native way of exporting files to it. As a solution, most YouTube videos will tell you to chop the email up into blocks and upload it as images. But the trick to this is that you lose all of the important stuff like CTAs, links, and everything else that actually sells your email. On the other hand, some YouTube videos say you can have Claude Code export your design to a Fig file. The thing is, if you use Claude Code, this is what's going to happen to your remaining tokens. If you want to import to Figma without breaking the bank or your email, our advice is to simply use one of the conveniently named plugins made for the job, such as HTML to Design or HTML to Figma. Here's how they work. In a new Figma design file, navigate to Plugins from the left side menu, then search for either the plugins, for instance, we'll use HTML to Design. Click on File, select the HTML Claude Design exported for you, hit Proceed, and there we have it. Pro tip, you can do all of this in a browser using the Google Chrome extension. Now, at this point, your email isn't ready for production, right? Let me show you something that no one else on YouTube will. A quick experiment, so to speak. I've exported HTML email to a sandbox directly from Claude via Mailtrap NCP, and here are the results. Doesn't look anywhere near the design we created, does it? This is because the HTML Claude gave me via export was actually a zipped up and base64 encoded web app. Translation: the exported file was a bundled interactive website, not a real email, so nothing showed up in the sandbox. So feel free to let your designer know this and make their life a bit easier. Finally, let's talk about tokens. If you used the tool before, you know that it's, well, token heavy to say the least. As of now, usage is measured independently from other models, so at least you got that going for you. However, still burns through tokens fast. That said, here are 3 rules my team and I stick to that improve token usage. Rule number 1, ask good old Claude chat for ideas on what to improve, what can be done, and so on. since it's much cheaper than Design's built-in ideas feature. You can even go as far to ask it to fine-tune your ideas and prompts before handing them off to Claude Design. Rule number 2, once you have your design, try fixing it using the tools provided to you by Claude instead of prompting it to do it in your stead. I know, the AI should do it for you, but it doesn't run on water, unfortunately. However, if you really do have to ask Claude to iterate something for you, make sure it's one change per prompt. Prompting Claude Design to go over multiple changes at once makes it burn more tokens. And if you really do want to see one change, try using the comment feature to single out iterations. And lastly, moving on to rule number 3, save long conversations for your spouse. The longer your conversations with Claude Design is, the more tokens become uncatched, which in translation means that you will have to pay more for less. The solution is to start fresh sessions for long projects. So, what do you think? How did Claude Design do? Will it really kill Figma? If you have any interesting use cases or hacks you found for Claude Design, let us know in the comments below. In the meantime, click here to learn how to manage emails with Claude. See you in the next one.